How about now? All right. Get my stuff back together here. All right. Hope everybody's doing good tonight. 503 Nicole, Monster, Master. How's it going, everybody? 3G. Still no audio? Hmm. Hello. Okay, cool. All right. Nothing too crazy tonight. I just hopping on, like I said, with wood more than anything. Ordered some octopus a few weeks ago for a customer, and I had to quarantine them in my own tank for a bit. Um, they did well, really well actually, and it's made me consider getting some of my own. And I was wondering what everybody else thought about that. These guys don't get very big. Let's see here. I think they only get like 4, maybe 5 inches, but their tentacles can get up to 12 or so, even more. I think all the way up to about 25 inches, which is kind of long, but they are super pretty. Uh, they can be anywhere from like a nice blue color to a good green. They're really good at camouflage. I will say that. It took me a while to find them when I was trying to get them back out of my tank because of all the rock. They say they're not reef safe, meaning with corals and anemones and stuff, but I kept plenty of them in with mine and they did just fine. They didn't bother them at all. Um, just kind of tossing the opinion in the air more than anything. They're not too difficult to keep. You don't need too big of a tank either. About 55 to a 75. I definitely shoot for a 75 personally, which is what I had mine in that I had for customers. About 74 to 76 degrees, maybe 78. They're super friendly, I will say. Obviously, by the picture, that picture is not the ones that I had, by the way. They're ones from my distributor. So, kudos to them for getting that awesome shot. They're safe there for advanced keepers, but as long as you keep like your parameters down, your ammonia and your nitrates, preferably below 30 on both, closer to 0 would be best. They're really going to do well with that. Let's see here. Really fun, little intuitive little guys. They can be pretty shy, but um, just like with anything, with enough socialization, they'll come along slowly. Right. It's pretty crappy to be honest. It's like 14 degrees. It's been wanting to snow, but hasn't snowed. Kind of sucks. I wish it would just shit or get off the pot. What's going on, Malcolm? Some dither fish for what? The tank's already been up and running for well over 6 months. The salinity for these guys isn't too bad either. It's only like 1.026. The pH around 8.2. You don't want any ammonia though. They can tolerate a little nitrates, but not much. But or nitrites, yeah. So, which isn't an issue in my tank. Oh, shit. I mean, I could get some stuff to put in there with them. Who knows? They eat more mollusks and stuff like that. Anywhere from shrimp, crabs, clams, lobsters, all sorts of stuff. Usually not swimming fish though. So what's everybody up to? And what do you guys think? Should I get some? They don't live very long at all. Just a few years. Kind of like a chameleon, but I keep chameleons, so I guess it doesn't really matter for me. They only live about a year and a half, 2 years. And if you manage to get like a couple of males or just one of them and keep them separated, they can live a little longer than that. Usually the breeding and stuff that kill octopus. There's lots of octopus species that if you just don't breed, they'll live a lot longer. Particularly the males. The females tend to get super aggressive and just kill them, sort of like a praying mantis. Yeah, I am in live chat and switching back and forth. I'm not going to be on too long tonight, maybe just an hour. Some other stuff in the reptile community I got to take care of tonight. But I will be streaming on Twitch. Saturday night. Chameleons, iguanas. I've got a couple really big snakes, reticulated python, and a boa. A couple ball pythons, all sorts of stuff, man. And I take care of even more that aren't mine through my customers. Do you keep any? Are you a teacher, Master Aquatics? See if I can pull up some good pictures of these guys for you. All right. They have quite a bit of different color variations. It says blue and green, but you'll see a lot of red and stuff like that. Usually not unless they're starting to get pretty agitated and stressed out. But say like the rock and stuff they're on or something they're close to is pretty red, they'll try to blend in with it for sure. But these are all pretty, not too Photoshop to look too pretty either. These are all pretty accurate. This one looks a little funky, but yeah, we are talking about octopus, specifically Caribbean octopus. At least that's what I'm talking about. Nice, yeah. I used to keep quite a few geckos. They're pretty fun. I used to have some leafy tails. Cool. I figured as soon as you said lesson plans. These guys, they eat mollusks, shrimp, clams, crabs, lobsters even. I'm sure you could feed them like fiddler crabs and stuff. They would like that. Um, all sorts of stuff. You can even feed them frozen shrimp, I guess, if you wanted. It says it's advised not to, but I mean, I did. I didn't have an issue. Oh no, those are some big old fat orange parrots. I love those guys. In the tank next to them, there's a big old 15-inch black belt cichlid. That's the meanest fish I've ever had. No. I mean, I can see them popping out their breeding tubes every now and then, but I've never seen them lay eggs ever. Um, Now that big female black belt in there, she's laid eggs, but I don't have any males big enough for her right now. On the floor here, I've got a couple of the polar blue tiger parrot cichlids. Those are a breeding pair. Got a bunch of fry from those up there as well. Um, but I do have three juvenile black belts that I'm trying to grow out to get a male for. So those guys live super long. Yeah, they're always moving around and being squirrely. They like to antagonize the black belt, so she tries to attack the divider. She's taken it down a few times, but they get attacked at that point. So these guys here, they've been breeding or trying to like crazy. Haven't seen any fry or anything yet, but it also hasn't been about 2 weeks for them eggs to hatch. So hopefully soon. Hmm. Has anybody else ever kept octopus at all? Has anybody ever kept a cephalopod in general? No, no, I haven't ordered mine yet. And the ones that I did have went to a customer that ordered them through me. I kept them, I quarantined them for about a month and a half, and then they went into their tank. These ones I would have to order through one of my distributors. Wholesale, but they got fantastic quality. Have you ever kept saltwater Yellowstone? Heck yeah, man. Like I said, that tank has only been set up for 6 months. The one that I kept them in. So I they typically say to set up salt water, you want about 3 months to cycle it down. See, all right, it wouldn't be too terrible for you to own one if you ever were to, if you feel comfortable with your parameters. Nice. I have to give you a follow here. This might be you. 36 subscriber. Nice. How'd you first go? Sweet. I've been crazy busy the last few days. My daughter went and got stitches last night because she fell and her arm pretty good. Um, then work's been kicking my ass all week long, up and down. Had a bunch of tanks break because it got too cold at my new shop. I didn't have any heaters over there yet. That was fun. I'm just glad they weren't set up. Yeah, I was pretty nervous too. Shanna helped me a lot with that. Definitely makes it easier with more than one person. I figured I'd give it out a try myself this time just because it's not so bad. Once you pop a cherry, it's sweet. Hey, she definitely knows how to make things interesting. Hmm. Yeah, right. Hmm. So nice. I had some white-chilled frostbites that I got to breed for me. Got a big old spawn out of them. That was fun. It's my first time breeding paint or clowns. I got pictures of them on my Instagram somewhere there. Hmm. Not too sure how much longer I'm going to drag you guys out making you watch this crap, but yeah, I just wanted to come on and talk about octopus a little bit. Nobody else does. Damn it, somebody's got to. And they are just as smart and intuitive as they say. That shit is no joke. It's just a heartbreak. Like these guys, they only live like I said, like 2 years, um, 2 3 years maybe at the most. Um, yeah, work has just been a pain in the ass all week. I've just been running nonstop. I haven't had time to do anything. Not even to wipe my own ass. No, I'm joking. It's just gross. But can you rephrase the second part of your question? I'm kind of having a hard time understanding what you're asking there. I mean, I didn't have an issue. I just kept a regular glass lid on mine with a couple of clamps on the side. Then I took just some Gorilla Tape and taped over the little places where I cut out for the filter, so it's not like getting through that little gap like that that's left. That's about it. Those guys aren't really strong enough to push that up. They don't, like I said, they don't get very big at all. Oh yeah, it's delivered, done, been set up for a few weeks now. They're doing good. They've been eating. What's going, Dave? Thanks for stepping in. Yeah. Oh yeah. You can definitely go that route, but I mean, I don't feel like spending like 10 grand on a tank. That's just nuts. Especially if I can just fix it with a little strip of fucking Gorilla tape. What? Anybody got any special plans for the weekend? That's funny. Yeah, I got from all the reptile cages and stuff that I've made and stuff. I got a bunch of those like plastic or metal C clamps that clip on the side of a fish tank, and that's just I put them. I put two or three of them all the way around, and then like I said, some duct tape over the little slats. What's going on, Jaeger? Not a whole lot. Just talking about some octopus. You got anything in mind, Malcolm, that you want to get? And if you guys like reptiles at all, I'm pretty large into the nerd community, part of the reptile community. Um, Go give them a follow on YouTube, New England Reptile Distributors. Bunch of great people. Donnie and Kevin are really, really fun. Bunch of cool people in there too. Don't forget Shanna. Her streams are crazy fun. I said fun. Mm. Hey, at least it's not poisonous. Or I'm sorry, venomous. I could just see the veins popping out of your head as soon as I said that, Malcolm. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Oh well, fuck. No, dude. I feel like an idiot for that even coming out of my mouth. Usually, I'm really good about that. If you guys want to share links or anything, go ahead. I don't mind. Don't mind at all. Matter of fact, I'm gonna share one myself. Pull up here. And I will say, with the nerd community, particularly reptile side, pretty good friends with everybody over there. I'm a moderator and stuff for all of their stuff. It's a good old time. I'd love to see a lot of the fish community intertwine a little bit, because I know a lot of them keep reptiles and stuff too. This is their link. here is Shauna's. Also, Donnie, the camera guy for New England Reptile, has his own Twitch stream that he does. He's live right now as well. It's where I'm going to be after this. He's going to stop in and say hey. If not, no hard feelings. I've been a long time part of that community. Definitely don't be afraid over there either if you do go. I'm serious. They are all awesome people. Malcolm is from that community. Malcolm Field here. There's a few other lurkers in here that I know that are got me in the background, even though I told them not to come because they need to be watching Donnie. But yeah. Yeah, I got Donnie up in the background. Does anybody have any questions about anything? I'm pretty open book, so ask me whatever you need or want. I'll give you guys a few minutes. And I'm probably going to hop off here after too long. Yeah, Eduardo. See you all the time. Come on now. You'd probably jump like 300 subscribers right off the rip. And you know it. You just don't want to admit it, do you? I mean, you can keep them just a 75-gallon tank, but you need to cover it pretty well. Like I was telling them, I just used a regular glass lid with some reptile lid clamps, which you know what they are. And then use some duct tape to cover the little. There's like a little air hole or a little strip where you stick your air hole through so it doesn't get pinched by the lid. And then you cut out a little plastic piece for your filter to sit in there all nice and neat, and you just cover that with a little bit of duct tape. I mean, you could probably even use saran wrap, but I like using the duct tape to feel a little more comfortable with it. And I kept 2 of them in there like that for over a month. Not too sure about like cuttlefish and stuff. I know you're into cuttlefish. I think you got a cuttlefish tattoo, if I'm not mistaken. I know those guys aren't really one to get up on anything and explore and stuff. So. I feel that. That's why I'm only starting off streaming like once a week. I can't handle all that nonsense. Too much on my plate as it is with a 2-year-old and a business. Cuttlefish are pretty neat. I've never kept one. I'd have to look into like what they need and stuff. I know they're a bit more sensitive than like that Caribbean octopus that I'm talking about. look into that. Pretty neat. I wonder. I wonder if I put. I feel like they would fight if I put one of those or Caribbean octopus in with a cuttlefish. I feel like they would fight. I don't know. Be interesting to find out though. Cool if they did. Badass if they did. Hey, Foxy. Man, you missed all the good stuff. Talking about octopus and stuff. Yeah, feel that. I just gave in and bought this $60 streaming camera that was streams in 1080p. I just threw it on top of my monitor or my tower. Said, "All right, I'm streaming." Got to pick on you a little bit. Anybody get any new fish over the last couple days? I haven't been around too many streams. I haven't had the time to really, unless it's late at night. Man, that'd be pretty cool, Malcolm. Yeah, I tried. I understand a lot of it, but I just said screw it. I don't know. I haven't even found the want to throw in the $40 to get the what is it, StreamYard Premium or whatever, StreamYard Plus, where you can stream an actual 1080p and all that. Are they a certain kind of Julies? I should clean up my tanks a bit and then take a camera around to them. At least in here. Nice. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you were talking about Corys or cichlids. Also, does anybody know like a free program for like I don't know, I just want to create like an opening screen and stuff for my stream. That's about it. So nothing too crazy. I just don't know a good place to go for that. I'm pretty adept with a computer, so ooh, I'll watch out for that. Those are sweet. Yeah, I love snails. Mostly I got mostly like narites, few big old um mystery snails, just assorted, nothing special. Um, this tank's got some regular like pond or bladder. I don't know if they're pond or bladder snails. I have to take a closer look, but I got some in there too. But like I said, I don't mind them. After everything I've seen and everything in my tanks, I've noticed they do more help than good, or good than bad. So just keep them going. Hmm. I have to ask him. I would love a giant African land snail, but no, they got to be super illegal here. Seeing those things eat like fruit and stuff out of a giant bowl all on their own is just the cutest. Kind master. Is there a computer for or form of that? I have to look it up. Hey, how's it going, Mystery Snow? Showed up just in time. Yeah, she said it was on her phone, so I'm assuming so. I'm just curious if there's a computer version of it or PC version. Okay. I have to look into that. Does anybody in here keep doja loaches at all? Or weather loaches? 50 bucks for a year ain't too bad at all. You know, no wonder everything looks so funny. I don't have my friggin' light on. And it's kind of funny. I said screw buying one of those streaming lights and hung up a Fluval Planet 3.0 above my TV and everything, and it worked great. Hmm, I think it does, anyways. Um, a lot of talk about octopus and cephalopods and stuff, particularly the octopus briareus, or Caribbean octopus. I don't know if you would like them too much, though. They like snails and mollusks and all sorts of fun stuff. Yes, dojo loaches are actually what got me into this hobby. I love dojo loaches. I got a fuck ton. I got a bunch. I do have anywhere from 30 to 50 of them, unless you're talking about the streaming thing. Spread out across most of my tanks, and some at the shop too. A lot of the, as long as they're, I can't put them with certain stuff because you can't get them too warm, but anything that I can, it seems to mellow them out a bit, make them a little more, or make other fish a little more tolerable to hands and being friendly. So that's what I've learned from them. They're awesome little guys. Nice. I use all sorts of stuff, a bunch of Kessels, Higers, Fuvels, all sorts of different stuff. And at a company named Viper Spectre, just send me three of their big old like $300 lights. They're for saltwater, but you can use them for um, fresh as well. Nice. Yeah, I got a couple of black coolies in the tank out in the living room with my yellow fire shrimp. Funny little guys. Yeah, I got a bunch of Kessels. When I first started my fish room here at home, I bought um, seven of the big giant ones, and had them stringing all the way around the edge of my room here. Yes, I have a fire eel, a couple fire eels, and a big old tire track eel. Hmm. And if you don't like fire eels, you're a bad person. I'm sorry. I don't know if we can be friends. I don't know. Tire track eels, though, I can understand. Those guys are dickheads. They really are. I've never met one that wasn't. Yeah, I've noticed some people have issues with that. I don't know. Did you ever figure out why you weren't able to, or why it's tough? I love mine too. Usually after the first couple weeks, I get them eaten out of my fingers, and then I never want anything else. And it's the greatest thing. They're like my little babies. Hmm, that's odd. Mine, I always get mine with bloodworms. Bloodworms or a handful of blackworms. Just frozen cube bloodworms. I've never had an issue with it. Yeah, I've had quite a few different species of eels. Peacocks are pretty cool too. I like that one that Corey has from Aquarium Co-op, man. That eel is sweet. I've never seen one like that. Or seen that species, I should say. Damn, that's nuts. They didn't eat that at all. Hmm. Um, Sounds kind of bad, but I've had to keep one alive. If you can find a small enough syringe, don't know where the one I have is here, but it's got the plastic tip on it. It's about that long and it's tiny. But if you can take some blood worms and get it almost like a nice runny pasty kind of stuff, if you can get it in their mouth, you as long as you get in their mouth and kind of hold them up a little bit, you can get them to take some. It's not really recommended, but if they're gonna die, I mean, you got to do something. And their slime coat comes back. Their fucking them not eating doesn't. So yeah, you feed them earthworms too. The bigger ones, I'll feed like whole pieces of shrimp and stuff. They will eat the hell out of some snails too. Some big ones. Yeah. Normally, when I first get them, when they're real tiny, I keep them in like a bare bottom with some PVC pipe. And then once I get them going from there, it's usually where I start personally. Seems to work for me. How's it going, Danny? Coming in right at the butt here. Yeah, I saw that. That was pretty neat. Oh, talking to a guy from Morph Market. I'm going to be getting my daughter an Indian star tortoise. They only get about a foot long. Um, so that'll be neat. I'm gonna set up a little enclosure for them. Pull it up here so you guys can see it. Yeah, these guys are pretty sweet. Here, I'll actually pull up where the exact one I'm getting actually. Right here. They're so pretty. Coming from Arizona, but and I was thinking about a redfoot for the longest time until I came across these and realized that these were even smaller. So works a little better for me. What's going on, Mountaintop? Yeah, most turtles are fun, but they're fucking stinky, dirty little things. Dirty little. I'd rather keep snapping turtles than them, personally. Yeah, that's what I've noticed too, Mountain. When I first got my what are they? The zodiac loaches I have in the tank out in the living room. I had to feed them guys. They wouldn't eat nothing but fucking blackworm. If you don't know what zodiac loaches are, let's see here. Peak loach. These little fuckers. They're super fun and quirky. They can be kind of dickheadish. Not so much though, but I keep a good colony of like 15 of them, so they're more worried about each other and themselves than any of the other fish in there. Because I got a bunch of dojos in there, some mollies, and a bunch of really nice swordtails and stuff. Mostly loaches though. God, I can't even remember how many different species of loaches in that damn tank. But yeah, I think they're super fun. They're also really they only get like maybe like that. So they do really good in some like I wouldn't say like a 5 gallon nano tank, but a 10 gallon or up. They look really nice in. Kinda, kinda. I've seen them for the last few years at least. They just don't come around very often, from what I've noticed. Um, no problem, man. No problem. Hmm. So probably gonna be hopping off here in a few minutes. Where did I get mine? They came from God, what is it? Seacrest. Seagrest. I'm sorry. Now, I haven't said anything to anybody but Rico about this. Um, so kind of keep it on the hush up. But here over the next few months, I'm kind of planning a giveaway for the fish community here um, for a 75-gallon full setup. Um, Substrate, light, tank, stand, and a canister, um, including plants as well. So it's the first I've said anything about it. I'm not quite sure exactly. Like I said, I'm not quite sure exactly when it's going to happen, but it's going to be over the next few months. Um, yeah, it's not for any promotion for myself or anything. It's more for the community. Um, I wasn't able to quite pitch in with everybody else over the Fish Fam Christmas because I had just bought a new shop and stuff myself. So this is just kind of my way to pitch in a little later, I guess. Yeah. Besides Rico, you guys are the first to know. What's going on, right? Yeah. I'm trying to wait until I make sure I have everything ready to go in hand. I just don't want to get it out too much there and something happen or come up and it takes me another good bit for me to get part of that setup. So because I have to go out and order everything all individually. So I'm not nothing's gonna be new. Everything's gonna be brand new. Um, yeah, yeah, I would definitely let you guys know when it's cool to start telling people. Yeah. And, I'm not even doing it to promote myself or my business. That's why I've never like linked my business or given anybody the name of my business or anything like that because it's not about that. I don't want it to be about me. I'm good. So this is all for you guys. I've learned a lot from everybody over the last few years. I've been hanging around. Haven't been too active lately, but I've been busy. So plan on kind of doing something similar for the reptile community too at some point. It is. And hopefully it goes to somebody that actually really needs it or wants a tank and can't afford one, especially one of that size. That's my biggest hope. And I'll be damned if what happened with that with what happened with that friggin' RO system happens with that shit, because I'll just not send it to anybody. I'm that asshole. Yes, they are. Two big old guys. And there's that also that mean ass black belt cichlid I've told you about before. Thing is mean as hell. I don't know if I said it before, but she's busted one glass lid on the top of the tank at me once, trying to get me. Jumped out of it a few times. Had to catch her. Yeah, but Rico shouldn't have had to do that at all. He felt so bad. I felt so bad for him because of how how upset he looked in that video he made about it. I didn't even enter. I no. Turn off my camera for a moment here. Yeah, I have. It's a pretty good movie. How's it going, Jennifer? There's a couple of really good documentaries out. I think one's on Netflix and the other one might be on YouTube, but one's called Puff. It's about a little puffer or saltwater puffer fish. That one's pretty cool. There's quite a few of them that are coming out. Yeah, I can understand that, Master. And I don't really have much place to say. That's why I haven't said anything or anything. But hey, this is my channel. I'm allowed to say what I want. I just felt bad for him more than anything. Oh, you're good. At least you're here. I'm just happy to have anybody here, honestly. I like a lot of there's a documentary on YouTube about corals. Um, it's called God, what is the exact name of it? Something about the Limbow Straits in where the hell is that? Um, Let me pull it up here. Where is it? Oh yeah, it's called Mucky Secrets. The marine creatures of the Limba Straits. It's off of North Sulawesi, which is also the same islands that a majority of your reticulated pythons come from the wild. Lots of different kinds of them. It's another one of my favorites, though, for sure. Yeah, that is true, Master. Yeah, I'm super glad everybody will get to see that. Yeah, they do. They really do. And it's you can get a lot. There's a lot of ribbon eels, which I have a couple at the shop. I have to post some pictures on Instagram for you guys for them. But what's cool about those guys? They'll start off as like female. I can't remember which one it is first, female or male. They start off as one and they change colors and gender to another, and then later on in their life, they'll change back, which I thought was really neat. Which honestly, a lot of saltwater fish will do, and not just fish. Um, I thought it was pretty neat. I would tell you what, I would love to go to somewhere like the Limbow Straits and go diving. If I could bring myself to get in that fucking open salt water. When they're first born, yeah, but after a few weeks, they start getting their color. Yeah, I'm gonna have to hop off here in a couple minutes. I know I've said it already too, but I want to give everybody a few minutes that you showed up a little late. Man, I need to shave. No worries, Jennifer. Right. My next one, either next Wednesday or Thursday. I'll probably plan it out after tomorrow's stream on Twitch. I also do a stream on Twitch once a week as well. It's not very many people that. I mean, there's an animal and pet page or a section, but there's not a whole lot of people that are on it. A lot of reptile people are like New England Reptile and stuff like that. But yeah, that'd be cool. He's on my bucket list. Yeah, I don't have a problem. I'm some certified diver. I have to be just to clean some of the tanks and stuff I do at the zoo or the aquarium, the Toledo Aquarium. Um, so I don't have a problem jumping in, a 500,000 gallon tank and swimming around with sharks and stingrays and whatever the hell else is in there. But it scares the piss out of me to jump in the open ocean, man. It's just something about it. The unknown, man, it gets me. I mean, I'll do it if you push me hard enough. Yeah, that's easy to do, Mike. No worries. Talked a little bit about some octopus that I'm going to probably end up getting here. Some Caribbean octopus, octopus breris. Yeah, that's how I came up with this time when I planned this one. But to be honest, I like KG Tropicals. I don't have anything wrong with them, but I don't really watch them because I watch everybody else. So, um, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm subscribed and stuff, but yeah, I didn't know. But I will definitely see how that works for next week. So to answer your question better, Jennifer, probably next Wednesday. We'll give that a try. Mm. Yeah, it is scary, man. And there's too much possibilities. At least in a tank, I can just ditch all my equipment and swim to the top. And in the ocean, it's kind of hard to do, especially if you're doing deep diving of any sort and all the decompression and stuff. You still have to worry about some decompression when working in a lot of these big giant aquariums, especially the ones that are super tall. But it's not as dire as out in the open ocean. Oh yeah, thank you. I appreciate it, Master. It's honestly why I've just kind of been shooting. I haven't really been getting too much into the plan and stuff, so I can figure all this stuff out on the go. Yeah, that's true. I work usually until 7 p.m., so it makes it pretty difficult. Yeah, usually at work from anywhere from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. every day. I try to take Sundays off. Doesn't always work out. Yeah, I could do like a small, like closed off, like reef, but yeah, and even then, it kind of scares me because there's a whole lot of shit, man. Whole lot of shit, more than I kind of want to deal with. Yeah, it's another thing about that too. Once you start getting over like 100 people, so it's hard to even keep up or want to keep up. At least for me, those kind of streams I leave on the background while I'm working and stuff. I'm surprised like how big Corey is now, and like his chats aren't usually too bad compared to theirs. I don't mean that in a bad way at all. Yep, same way. Yeah, I bet these things are poisonous as hell. Luckily, they're half-ass friendly, unless you start screwing with them. But knowing you, you probably wanted to see what it's about. Huh? Yeah, I haven't had anything like that in the open ocean, but I was cleaning the saltwater crocodile enclosure at the zoo, and she she's massive, absolutely massive. She's like over 20 feet. I mean, this thing is her head's this goddamn big around, this wide. She is a monster. And like I'll be in there cleaning, scrubbing the pond side, and she'll just twitch, and I'll like start jumping out of the water and shit. You just never know. Guys, I'm really on my toes with her. She'd take me out in one bite, no questions asked. Yeah, yeah, he does, Master. He does. Even another 3 minutes here, about 9:20. I'm gonna hop off here. It is. You get to know people a lot better too. I really appreciate everybody coming tonight and hanging out with me. No, it wasn't anything special. I cut to the chase pretty quickly, but hey, now I know to wait a bit. By the way, guys, feel free to tell me if you think there's something that I can improve on or better for you guys. I don't mind at all. We did. It was awesome, and I appreciate it. I just want to, like I said, give everybody a platform and a place that I plan on doing a lot of panels and stuff in the future for everybody in the chat here. Anybody wants to come up here and introduce themselves or just talk about something, anything at all, come on up. So, and then I also want to do my part in bridging the gap between the fish and the reptile community, because I mean, what kind of world is it without both? Oh yeah, I plan to. Because of the schedule I have my chameleons on, their lights go off at 6 o'clock in the afternoon. So by the time I get around to do something like this, it's already well past their bedtime per se. So I gotta take the time to move their light schedule hour by hour every night until I get it flipped backwards, so I can have them on a night schedule, so I can have them out and moving and up. Because the no, I don't have any frogs. I got chameleons and iguanas. My chameleons are here. I have a vine snake, but that thing I will never be able to get out of the cage. It is too damn mean, way too mean. It's bit me so many times. Its venom doesn't even really give me a headache or anything anymore, like it should. But my Jackson's chameleon, he is the friendliest, awesome little buddy I've got. He'll just sit here on my shoulder and on my hat and on my desk all day if I let him. All day. He's my little buddy. The veiled, she doesn't like being picked up, but once you get her up and on your hand and out of the enclosure, she's pretty okay with it. Yeah. No, I don't have any birds. I'm not really a bird guy myself. I don't have anything wrong with them. But if I was to get a bird, I'd get like a macaw or something like that. Personally, I really like the grays. Those are nice too. This one, no, dude. Like it wraps its last like 2 foot of itself, like intertwined between all the vines and the wood and stuff that I have in there with it, and then like extends its head out and just nails me, dude. It doesn't matter if I'm down cleaning its substrate out or trying to fix something or anything, or just trying anything. He just won't come out, man. He locks himself in there like that every time. And I've got everything like siliconed in place and stuff, so he can't like move or bust nothing up. He's a little small, so I can't really just grab a hold of him and yank him out. He's I'd hurt him. Frogs, I wouldn't mind some glass frogs. It's a green, and right at this point, he's about 4.5 feet altogether. He's not too crazy big, but he's enough. He got me right on the neck the one day. That was the worst one. After that, I didn't feel his bites anymore. Yep, just like chameleons mostly. But then I've seen some chameleons, like my Jacksons. And then I've also seen vine snakes, like so friendly they'll drink water out of the palm of your hand. That's what I wanted with him, but I don't think I'm ever going to get there with him. Not anytime soon. It's going to take a couple years of some hard socialization and sensitivity training to get that guy to chill the hell out a little bit. He's so cute, though. I do want to pull him out sometimes. I really wish I could without hurting him. Yeah, yeah, and that's why I'm gonna try to like that's the way I want to try to stand out is by bridging the reptile and the fish community a little bit more. Yeah, yeah, it's a super thin tree snake. You know, pull up my Instagram real quick. I got some pictures on there of him. Then after this, I am gonna be getting off here. Yeah, that's my Jacksons. Where is the vine snake? See this one? Yep, there he is. That's him right there. That is the most on point snake I've ever seen. If you get within his strike range and he wants to hit you, he will hit you. He doesn't miss at all. Couple of my tanks that I've done. It's my blue green iguana. She's a little sweetheart. Oh, hey, there's a picture of my new shop. It's the inside of it. Got some good room for all my tanks. Should have plenty now. There's Frankie, the red iguana. No babies. These are some baby snapping turtles I hatched out. Cute little guys. That is my newest retic. She is gorgeous. Never seen like a wild looking type. It's more of a, like a wild type pattern on her, but I've never seen one with like silver eyes like that. They usually got some really like really dark orange eyes. But yeah. No, they eat more like lizards and stuff like that. Particularly more like anoles and stuff. I was actually able to get um that one on pinkies, frozen dead or frozen live or frozen pinkies, which are mice, baby mice, and he takes those down for me. But I'll throw in a gecko every once in a while. That's my hopes, Jennifer. Yeah, those little snappers are fun. I'm pretty good friends with all of the wildlife officers in my area here. And anytime somebody brings them or my neighbors or anybody brings me like a bunch of snapper eggs at the beginning of the season, I'll take them and I'll try to incubate them and release them. They let me actually go out and spread them all across the county here, as long as it's not outside of the county. Usually from people going out and trying to hunt snapping turtles, but well, most people don't really know. Half the time, they only even come out of the water is to lay eggs. So, and when that happens, unfortunately, I'm stuck with that. Yeah, this fine snake's mildly venomous. It's not gonna kill you in a few minutes venomous, but it's got a mild venom, like sort of like bee venom, like bee honeybees and stuff like that. But certain people can definitely give you the wrong reaction, and it can hurt you. But yeah, that would suck if they try to force ship it and it gets a little too cold overnight. Yeah, we can, Ricky. As long as you didn't remove it physically from the wild, you can keep them as pets. But all right, guys, I'm probably gonna hop off here for the night. I'm gonna go home and take care of this reptile stuff. Um, I will see you guys next Wednesday. If you guys need anything, You get a hold of me on Instagram if you want. I don't mind. Same name over there. Hey, what a way to finish the night with a band hammer. I'm all right with that. Gotta have a little fun, right? Good night, Ricky. All right. Hope everybody has a good night. I don't plan on working myself to death too much. I'll try not to, anyway. Can't guarantee nothing. Alrighty. Toodaloo.